Alrighty then, I'm back. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light. Oh, that's way too bright. Oh yeah, fight Allah. Thank you, Allah. I love Stash Cash. Let's see if we can set the mood a little bit here. Kind of. Oh well, that's good enough. Alright, so anyway, on with the story. I was 6 months old and my dad was having this reoccurring dream, which I told in the last video. Are my brake lights? What do I think they are? Oh yeah, okay. So, anyways, what had happened was he had this dream for like a week solid, I guess. I don't know. And finally one night he woke my mom up because he was like screaming in his sleep, you know. So he told my mom about the dream, and they said that they decided to take me to the preacher at church and dedicate my life to God and dedicate me to God, you know. Well, yeah, one more thing. At the very end, before he would wake up, the devil would say, "You better do something or I'm gonna have him." Something to that extent, something like, "You better do something, because if not, I'm gonna get him." I'm pretty sure that's what I gotta look at this on. Hold up. They stole my tailgate, man. On my damn trailer. Okay. Okay, sorry, there was a little metal shelf out there, and then somebody took my tailgate, man. That's the weirdest things. But what that did was it enabled shit to fly out of the back of my trailer. You know, like nothing did. There wasn't anything valuable in there, but still, you know what I mean? What the deuce? Okay, so we got to find another way. Maybe this way. Turn it down. Up a little. Okay. Alright, that's a little better, I guess. Anyway. I don't know what that means, 5241. Anyways. So, they take me, get me all dedicated and whatnot. And that's fantastic. I'm glad that they did that. You know, I really am. And it probably does make a huge difference on my life. Raise a child up in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not turn from it. So, the next thing I can remember is my mom telling me, and I don't actually remember these specific things. I do remember having these friends, and I do remember some of the things that I said, like, but I do not remember everything that she told me. But when I was 3, I had this little imaginary friend. It started out as just a little girl. She was my age, and you know, we lived out in the middle of nowhere, so there wasn't nobody for me to play with. And I started telling my mom, you know, she would always ask me every day, so what'd you do today, you know? And I would always tell her, you know, whatever I did that day. So I started telling her about this little girl and how, you know, we had fun together and she was my friend and whatever. And then, what the fuck, man? Hold on. Okay. I heard a strange noise. Bang, it was nothing, but I had to stop and check it out. Here we go. Safety first. So anyways, ooh, tires. I have these imaginary friends, and they're not imaginary though. They were spirits ever since I was little, but this is when it started. And my mom just called them imaginary friends as I got older, and was like, do you remember that time? You know, whatever. So anyways, after a couple weeks of this, everything is fine, and then there's a little boy that comes, you know, my age, and he's fine at first, but then as time goes on, you know, as a few days went on, I would come in and tell my mom about how he was mean to the little girl, and it made me angry, and I would want to beat him up. And like, this is like a 3-year-old talking about stuff like that, you know. It's kind of odd, but whatever. She didn't really say much, she said. She just kind of paid attention and listened to what I said and kind of let things take their own course, I guess. But she didn't discount what I was saying. She believed me, so that says something about my mom, you know, right there. That she has some of the same gifts, I'm sure. Anyways, I was getting really upset, really perturbed. I was angry every day, and that went on for like 2 more weeks. And then finally this old man came, and he made the little boy go away. And he stuck around for a couple weeks, and then he faded off. And I was telling my mom about this every day, you know, what was going on. And then after some time, the little girl, I just quit talking about her, so she faded away too. And I think that was about the time I was probably, I was 5. That's probably when I started school. That, you know, I didn't need the spirits there to keep me company anymore, because I was going to learn how to make friends at school and whatnot. So that was, you know, and my story, I'm really going to kind of try and stick to, and oh, almost ran over a cat. That's a fat cat though. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep it about the spiritual things, or the things that I believe that are relevant to my life now. And if anybody ever has any questions, or, you know, whatever, just curiosity or anything like that, you want to get at me, you already know how to comment. Shit, I ain't got to tell you. It's like the whole like and share thing, you know what I mean? If you like it, you'll share it. So anyways, I am 6 now, and I got 1 minute left on this video. So I remember dreaming that our house was going to burn down. No, first it was the horse was evil. It had red eyes and it was trying to kill me, and the next day I got trampled by that horse. But I remember every second of it, but I never got touched by that horse underneath. And this horse is trying to get me, you know what I mean? And I'm just rolling around under there, and nothing ever gets me. Not a scratch on me. So later that year, I was still 6 years old. I dreamed that, actually me and my mom both dreamed that the furnace exploded and the house burnt down. And you know, I didn't know what a furnace was exactly, but I knew that there was a hissing coming from the closet, and I knew that's where the fire came from. And a week later, our trailer house burned down in 6 minutes flat. And that's how long it took the fire truck to get there, and by the time they got there, it was gone. It was done for. I remember my mom running back in to get our puppies. We had a dog that had just had puppies, and the dog was running back in there to save her puppies. And I was crying because my toys were in there burning up. And I remember my mom's on the phone, right? She's on the phone, and I remember because that's back when, you know, you had a cord on the phone and it stretched all the way into the house, and she's outside the front door and the fire is blazing out of the front door, but she's got that phone in her hand trying to tell them where we live and what's going on. Anyway, it's always a pretty amazing story. And then later that year, my mom was driving, and anyway, we'll talk more later. Deuces.